Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna try to make this fast, so I'm gonna talk a little quick. But so you want to be an owner operator, and I gotta ask one question: why do you want to choose to be an owner operator in a field and industry where most people fail? That's a good question. I feel you. It's to be your own boss with the hopes of being successful. Call the own shots, so to speak. I get it. That's what lured me to it. Plus, I wanted to make more money. So, very business mindset here. You got to have a business mindset. If you ain't good with your personal finance, you ain't going to be good with a daggum trucking business finance. Let me tell you that for one thing. But if you do meet the criteria and you still want to do it, you know, there's a whole long line of lists of things that people do to fail at truck driving. You can look on the web, you find hundreds of them. But we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to give you the key ingredients to success. And it all starts with this. Take care of the downfalls first, and the upfalls will fall into place. And what I mean by that is this. Well, I want to be an owner-operator. The only downfall is I don't want to go in debt over 100 grand on a truck. Well, let me tell you, the solution to that is, in this industry, it's probably one of the only industries you can sink 100 grand in day one, come out of the gate, make money, and probably and still do over $200,000-300,000 a year as a solo driver. You're coming out of the gate from day one making money. I don't know how many other professions you can do that with. All right, being an owner-operator is so great. The only downfall is I've got to take care of all that overhead. Well, let me tell you, the overhead is not that important. I mean, it is everything while I say that, but the overhead isn't that important, because if you follow simple guidelines and rules, like the downfall to that is take care of your equipment. Do not abuse your equipment. Just because you're an owner-operator, you got no governed truck, you can get out there and haul ass and jump out in the hammer lane and bust gears and, you know, bust everybody's ass. Let me tell you, you're on a downward spiral for failure. I've got over 600 horsepower in this truck, 3,100 foot-pounds of torque peak. I can bust a lot of ass, but you know what? That's wear and tear on my motor. I'm not going to daggum stretch that out and shorten the life of my motor just because I want to be Billy Badass super hauling chicken feed hauler. You know what I'm saying? Look, I, for one, every now and then, I pull out my outlaw card. I set it right here, and I get on down the road. But you know what I don't do? I don't abuse my truck. Don't abuse your truck. Your truck won't abuse you. In other words, shut you down. Expense of fuel. Guys, you got to be good on your fuel. I want you to do the numbers here. Don't take my word for it. Do the numbers yourself, because if you don't do it yourself, then you don't need to buy a truck. 3,000 miles divided by 5 miles to the gallon. That's about 600 gallons of fuel. Now you times that by the cost of fuel. I don't know what your cost of fuel is, but just get around about average. My fuel fleet discount, I've been averaging about $2.10 a mile, $2.05 a mile. So 600 gallons, that's about $1,300. Now take that same 3,000 miles, divide it by 8 miles of the gallon. Yes, you can get 8 miles of the gallon. Trust me, I do it. Damn, I sound like Donald Trump. It's huge. 8 miles of the gallon. You drop down to 375 gallons of fuel. Then you times that by your thing. You're talking in essence of $500 to $600 of savings in 3,000 miles. Now let me tell you, that's normally what I do in about 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Now, who makes $500 in 4 days on the job? Not many people. A lot of people die for that. We're talking $30,000 a year in fuel savings. Now let me tell you, as an owner-operator, every penny you save is a penny you earn. You need to live by that motto. Take care of the downfalls. The upfalls will take care of themselves. Listen, guys, you got to be a number cruncher. You take the amount of your truck payment. Mine personally is about $550 a week for my truck and my trailer. And that's what it's costing me on my operation. On what I get on my mileage, it's costing me an average about 25 to 28 cents per mile as I'm rolling down the road to fund my operation. Now, what I spend on fuel, I'm usually averaging 26 to 29 cents per mile on fuel, on the mileage I get and the way that I drive. Now that comes, as long as a good guideline is stay under 60 cents per mile operation. That's truck, trailer, insurance, and fuel. Anything over that is profit. Now we're talking, now you're making, 60, 70, 80, 90 cents a mile profit. Yeah, it sounds good, don't it? Now, do you want to spend that in cost of operation and only bring in 50 cents a mile? Hell, you might as well be a company driver. But if you're going to be an owner operator, you got to be a number cruncher. Get your fuel costs down, drive your truck good, take care of the downfalls first, and the upfalls will fall into place. Do not attack every load, every option based on the money. At the end of the day, I agree. It's all about the money. That's why we do what we do. But you got to change your mindset. Change your mindset to take care of the downfalls first. The downfall, being an owner operator is so great, but but the only downfall is this. Okay, we'll take care of that. Being an owner operator is great, but the only downfall is this, or that, and this. Well, that right there is what your first priority is. Take care of those first. Take care of fuel maintenance or fuel economy. Take care of your truck maintenance. Take care of a good balance between home time. You take care of those downfalls, the upfalls will be very rewarded. You know. I hope this helps. Maybe I can get into a later video on other things. But until then, peace and God bless. And take care of your downfalls first. See ya, bye.